This is Dr. David D. Shine, and I've been asked to provide a special message for 713 Day in Houston. This is certainly something that's worth celebrating. 713 is the original area code for the city of Houston. In fact, it is one of the 4 original area codes for the state of Texas. I am fortunate in that all of my phone numbers are in the 713 area code, the preferred area code for the city of Houston. I moved to Houston when I was a much younger man to attend the University of Houston Law School, where I had an excellent experience. While I was working in law school, I had the opportunity to work part-time at Gulf Oil Company, my introduction to oil and gas. And I also sold real estate on the side. Following passing the Texas bar exam, and in fact, also earning the Texas real estate broker licensure, I went to work for Shell Oil. I started at One Shell, the well-known building near downtown. And I then was transferred by Shell to Modesto, California, to their research facility, which I believe has now been closed out. That was a very interesting experience, my first field experience with employment law and human resources. I was then moved to the huge Shell Norco refinery in New Orleans. That is the big refinery that you see if you fly into the city of New Orleans. It is in the flight path of the Moisson Field Airport in New Orleans. But in any event, following my tour with Shell Oil, I did come back to Houston, and I joined Tenneco Oil Company, which ironically was catty corner to the One Shell building. So I started at One Shell and finished my corporate career next door over at Tenneco Oil Company. Leaving Tenneco after some years, I hung out my shingle in Houston and had a successful private practice. I then began to share my time between Houston and Virginia, but right before I started doing that, I had purchased 1111 Heights Boulevard, and that provided me a stable base here in Houston, one that I enjoy 25 years later. And we're actually recording this from 1111 Heights Boulevard. And it's been a very good experience. I enjoyed sharing my time with Virginia. It was very interesting to get a chance to be close up to Washington, D.C. for a while, and to also see Charlottesville, Virginia, Richmond, Virginia. But I returned to Houston full time, and to become a member of the faculty at the Cameron School of Business of the University of St. Thomas. And I'm very pleased to be here on a full-time basis. During this time, I've watched Houston grow steadily. It's been very interesting. It certainly hasn't been a smooth path. I remember the crash in '87. I remember the crash in 2008-09. I remember the crash in 2015. And of course, we had the big shutdown for COVID fairly recently. Despite these challenges, Houston has always bounced back. As someone who enjoys the arts, theater, and the opera, I want to also say that the development in Houston of the art scene is nothing short of phenomenal. And while some people may criticize the oil and gas industry, the other businesses that profit from the oil and gas industry, as well as the oil and gas industry itself, provide a substantial financial base that helps to create the tremendous art scene that we enjoy here in Houston. This is Dr. David D. Shine, and this is my special 713 report and salute from Saving America.